Hello, Mike Bradley. Hope you're doing well as always. Now, I'm going to go on record and say that this solo is one of the greatest guitar solos of the 90s. Do you agree? What a solo. It's like every single note is exactly in the right place, played absolutely perfectly and beautifully, and like you couldn't, there couldn't be any other notes added in there. It is the perfect guitar solo. It's certainly in a pop rock song, you know, it's the perfect guitar solo. So if you're of a younger age and you were born, I guess, 1995 onwards, you might not know that song as well. But that is the solo from Bryan Adams, Everything I Do It For You. And certainly in the UK, but I think all around the world. But in the UK, I think that was #1 for like 20 weeks, 21 weeks. I have to go and Google and I'll put the exact number on the screen. It was #1 for a long time. That song was huge. And it came out in 1991. So obviously it's a Bryan Adams song, but the solo was played by Keith Scott. And Keith Scott has been with Bryan, I think, from the late 70s or very early 80s. And he is an amazing guitar player. And he is one of those guitar players who, like what I was mentioning, he is playing the song, playing for the song, and playing, no, the solo is just perfect. Every single note he plays is always perfect for the song. Now, I kind of put him in that category of your Dan Huff players and Steve Lukather and Michael Thompson. These are, no, and Tim Pierce are everyone's favourite friend and guitar player, Tim Pierce. Where, you know, they're just amazing session players, obviously, but more importantly, they're musicians first than guitar players. So what I mean by that, you know, it's very easy for a guitar player to be, oh, look what I can do, and you know, and blast off every single thing they've been practicing in the song that they've just, you know, written and want to record. But if you look at it from a songwriting musician point of view, where really the biggest ego should always be the song. And so this solo here, what Keith Scott has done, ticks every single box. It really, really does. So let me talk about the solo a little bit as well. So for the sound as well, the tone on that is just, please listen to the original. I don't want to play it here. I'm already going to be hit by copyright police on YouTube as it is, so I don't want to play the original, but do check it out. And it is a beautiful guitar tone. And in the music video, Keith is playing a Gretsch 6120, I think, the Chet Atkins model, I think. And but I'm certain that's a Strat on the record. Keith is a Strat guy. So tone-wise, obviously I'm playing my Stratocaster, and I've gone for the middle and bridge pickup. And in Logic, I've got a stereo delay going on, and I've got my favourite reverb, which is in Logic, which is Om Chapel. I've got that on a little bit, and a little bit of compression. And then I've stuck on my Seymour Duncan 805 and my lovely student and friend Mark's Wampler Tumnus as well I've got on. So now you got that sound. And like I say, middle and bridge, actually it's a slide, sorry. and you get that amazing guitar solo sound. I don't think it's exactly how he sounded. It's my Bradley version. Okay, so that's what I'm going there. So the song is in C sharp. So I reckon this was written on a piano, probably. So it's in C sharp. I'm more than certain when he plays it live, it would be in C. It would be there. Look into my eyes. Then it's, yeah, C, G, F, G. 1, 5, 4, you know, 3-chord trick. That'd be in C. Alright, so, but we're in C sharp. Alright, so it's all, just double checking, it's all pentatonic. Alright, all pentatonic. So I'm going to leave the delay and reverb on, but I've taken the distortion off. So we're going to start off, I believe he's sliding 4 to 6 on that second string. And then the really cool bit is he does this little muted bit. And when I've been listening to this, I'm like, is he using his fingers? Is he using a pick? It's always hard to tell. But that, with that palm mute in there, makes you think he's using his pick. And then, so he does that. So it's just up shape 5 of your pentatonic scale. Holds it, and then slides forward to this D sharp, and then will slide off the note. And that slide he's not picking, so all these little nuances and characteristics to the sounds. And then he does that, so now we're in shape 1 of our C sharp major pentatonic. And there he's like, bow now now, you know, he's giving, like, waking you up, you know, bow now now. And then you got this. So now we're going to shape 2. Alright, so we're sliding 8 to 11. There's your 9th fret and the 2nd string. And then back to our root note. And then this lovely bend there. So you're playing there, what's that? A G sharp note, bending up to a B flat. So I'm going to assume it's over that F sharp chord, because there's a B flat in the chord. And he holds it. And then almost kind of country influence. Little finger on that high C sharp. And then kind of tickles that G sharp note. And then there's a little pre-bend on that same note. Then slides to the 11th fret. And then you got 8 to 10. And then the lovely, like a pinch harmonic. If I put a bit of gain on. Alright. D sharp minor or E flat minor. G sharp major. I can't help it, nothing I want more. It's just a beautiful, beautiful guitar solo. And I'm going to say it's one of the best, it's in the top 3 greatest guitar solos of the 90s. And it just pips it. I believe it came out in 1991, which is really scary because I remember it so well. And 1991 was a long time ago. And it's like, oh my goodness, I'm getting old. But I was young, I should say. I was still young when it came out, but I certainly remember it very well. And like I said, you know, please, Keith Scott does not get enough recognition, I think, in guitar world, you know. Have you heard of Keith Scott? Please say you have. Let me know right now in the comment section. But if you listen to all Bryan Adams songs, like the guitar parts in it are amazing, and you know, I imagine Keith is doing a lot of that. You know, you got Your eyes are like diamonds and it shines right through. I need somebody. Wicked guitar parts in that. And the only thing that looks good on me is you. And it's like, that kind of a Chuck Berry-esque sound, you know, rock and roll sound. Oh, he's a beautiful guitar player. And he's got a wicked old Strat. I'm going to assume very early, it must be early 60s, it's Rosewood. And this whole bit there is completely worn down to the woods. Obviously just the sweat of his forearm is just completely destroyed the paint, you know. Very Stevie Ray, Rory Gallagher-esque. And he's got a wicked tone, you know. So, do you agree? Would you say this is in one of the top, certainly the top 3 greatest guitar solos of the 90s in this pop rock world, I should say? If you're a heavy metaler and you're watching this, you might not agree with me, and it would be some kind of, you know, Slayer song or Pantera or something like that, you know. But I would say in the pop rock world, you know, contemporary, I would say this is up there, you know, and I think also it should be in, say, the top 20 guitar solos of all time. I think it's just a perfect guitar solo. Beautiful tone, beautiful note choice, beautifully played, on an amazing song. You know, I mean, one could think it's a little bit, it's a bit poppy, you know, but there's a reason why that was #1 for a long time, you know. It's a damn good song, you know. Anywho, I hope you're very good and well, and hope you enjoyed that. Let me know, as always. I've been Mike Bradley, you've been you, and I'll see you in the next video. Mike Bradley signing out. Bye.